Hey guys, Mark with We Basic Survival here. So today I want to show you a set of tools that I find very useful. It's my favorite go-to item for managing campfires, a set of fire tongs. So one thing that can be challenging when you're making a bushcraft tool is to see the shape of the object in the branches that you're cutting. I showed how to do that somewhat in my How to Build a Better Bushcraft Hammer video. I want to show you a little closer here what I'm looking for. So in this branch behind me, I'm looking to get a set of fire tongs out of it. I want to take and I'm going to mark with tape where I'm going to cut it. That's not normally necessary, but I want you to see as I trim it back and as I mark it with tape, the shape of the object in the branch before I cut it. So for my fire tongs, what I'm looking for is a forked branch about the size of my pinky in diameter, roughly speaking. I want a fork about 18 inches or so up one side of that main fork. I want a smaller fork, and that's for gripping. So this is the gripping end, and then the other side of the fork here doesn't need to have a fork in it. Another thing I'm looking for is a small branch coming off near where the main fork is. I like to use this for a hook. I'll show you what I'll do with that here in a minute. And an important thing to keep in mind also is that this fork that's down here needs to be at a good angle so that the opposite branch, when you squeeze it, comes together in the middle of that fork so that it's not lopsided or crooked. So I would not ordinarily use tape to do this. This really doesn't have anything to do with making it. It really has to do with illustrating where these cuts would go. So I'm going to do one cut about here, about here. I'm going to do another cut about here, another cut about here. Now I'm going to start cleaning it up. All these little branches come off. Let's start on this end. All right, so when you're cutting, and I forgot to mention actually, this should be a green tree. It needs to be springy, so you should use a green tree for this. So a simple way to cut off a small green branch is to notch out the bark around the branch, and a lot of the strength of the branch is in the bark. And then usually once you cut through the bark, you can just break it off. Knife away. All right, I can clean that up here in a little bit. So here we're going to do the final cut. And here I have my fire tongs. I'll show you what we do with them here in a minute. So I'm going to do just a slight modification on these tongs. Where it meets is right below this step in the branch, which is fine, but I want to do a little flat spot. It's going to help stabilize things that I grip there in that particular spot on the branch. I'm just doing a little flat spot there. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, just flatten that out just a little bit. Even just taking the bark off, I think, would be helpful. Right where they meet. All right. Little flat spot there. Little flat spot there. I'm going to extend this just a little bit more. There we go. That'll be nice. All right. So there you have it, fire tongs, a handy tool for managing a campfire. Hope you liked the video. Like and subscribe, please, and I'll see you next time. Take care.